Today on Recap Report, we're talking about the military training exercise in Henderson, Kentucky, Baby Shark for the homeless, and Berkeley, California takes down the patriarchy, one manhole at a time. Get ready.
It's Recap Report, motherfuckers.
I don't even know what that tune is, but it's always in my head.
Intro music. Oh, I like that mic on your phone there, dude.
Mic?
It's good. Just reminds you that you deal in microphones.
Yeah. I was like, this is my identity.
This is it, all of it.
Look how identified I am by my use of microphones.
So our first story here comes to us from Henderson. I think you have some comments on this.
First story of the day. Finally, after countless times that I have requested that Henderson, Kentucky be invaded by the United States military and taken over and given control to, a slightly superior. Oh, wait, no. It was just a training exercise. My bad. Yeah, I got real excited when I heard that the military was moving into Henderson. I thought, like, the absolute worst town in all of Kentucky is finally getting taken over, but apparently it was just an exercise and people were freaking out for no reason. Go figure.
No martial law instated or anything.
Just
leave. If they were to do that, I would hope they would just leave the Ottoman Park alone, because it's cool. It never did anything to anybody, but it's the citizens that are the problem, I think.
All that stuff, like that park stuff along the river line is okay, but part of me feels like they probably funded that through some sort of fuckery. I feel like nothing in Henderson can happen in a positive fashion, and that's clearly my bias.
Well, except for the one place where I was treated kindly.
The Tattoo Co.
is Arts District Tattoo Company. Sage there gave me a dope ass tattoo for free because we played a show there. So leave that alone too.
Right.
But the rest of it just decimate it, please.
I think the regular people in Henderson are okay. It's the police there are fucking garbage.
Oh well, yeah.
Look at this guy. I
don't think he's from Henderson.
Enough said. No, he's definitely from Henderson. Enough said on that guy.
He's definitely look at him.
Look at him. Henderson. He's clearly thinking about doing filthy things to good people.
Oh, I thought you were going to say farm animals.
That too. That's another thing Henderson's well known for. Come on. Anything that has to do with the main strip in Henderson, Kentucky, I hope catches on fire.
Pretty much. That rallies there is just like any other rallies, but you know, we can get that a few miles away.
Dude, even their Wendy's. I went to their Wendy's one time, and I stood in line and was not acknowledged for 15 minutes. And
wow.
After 5 minutes, I was like, I wonder how long I can stand here and not get talked to or acknowledged or looked at by anyone that works here. And I kept going, and I kept checking the time. 15 minutes went by, and nobody said fucking shit to me, so I walked next door to Taco John's.
Oh, man.
The superior
of the two,
of clearly. The two, for sure. Yeah. I was just like, their parking lot was easier to get into at the time, and mistakes were made.
We'll get into it later why a John might be able to do a better job than a Wendy. Anyway.
Yeah, people were freaking out. They saw helicopters and flashing lights in the sky, and, they thought their homes were being flooded with, Wouldn't it be great if Henderson, Kentucky was the site of where a zombie apocalypse would have started? It seems like a likely candidate.
Yeah.
You got The Walking Dead saying that Atlanta, Georgia was like the center of. I feel like Henderson, Kentucky would be a solid choice. You get maximum coverage of Midwestern, just flyover people.
Right.
That, that'd be a good place to start testing things on. Maybe that's what they were doing.
Yeah, it would spread into rural Kentucky pretty quickly, too. So, you'd take over the whole state pretty quick.
Fuck Henderson.
They wouldn't know what to do with their fucking Commonwealth bullshit.
Yeah, not even a state. You call yourself a United State?
I'm from Kentucky, but I claim it half the time.
It's your one flaw.
Depends on where. Yeah, it's my mortal flaw.
It's his major downfall, folks.
Yeah, this one's considerably fucked up in my opinion, but
Yeah.
let's get into it. This West Palm Beach, Florida, decided that they're going to throw a continuous loop of children's songs to thwart the homeless people from sleeping on a city-owned patio of a rental banquet facility. Come on, man. West Palm Beach Parks and Recreation Director Leah Rockwell tells the Palm Beach Post they're trying to discourage people from sleeping outside the glass-walled waterfront lake pavilion, which she says rakes in some $240,000 annually from events. Well, if that's money goes to the city anyway, and homelessness is a problem in your city, why wouldn't you take that fucking money and maybe help the homeless people out with it?
That's too hard. That's really what you just explained is very complicated.
If it's all public money anyway, and this is a public problem.
Every time somebody is mean to the homeless, it makes the news. There's two types of homeless news stories. Number one, something like this where a business is rude to the homeless, or they put like spikes out in front of their place because they don't want people sleeping out there and shit. Or the other story, which is one I saw another one the other day, is like somebody who isn't homeless and is doing okay money-wise out begging for money for no reason other than to get more money. But this is, at least this is creative, you know, like
it is, and it's not harmful.
It's not,
you know, it's not spikes.
Not physically harmful, but the thing is, like, a lot of people that are homeless are already a little bit fucking nuts in the head.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point.
Like schizophrenic. You know, this could send them over the edge for sure. But
oh my god,
I mean, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine one of these dudes getting into his head that he's a baby shark and he's running around town trying to bite people? And
yeah,
that would be awesome. Actually, this is Florida. That's already happened. You smoke enough bath salts, you turn into a baby shark or a zombie or whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to be, really.
That would be an interesting angle on the zombie apocalypse. We try to splice the human DNA with shark DNA.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Get
shark
a bunch
people.
Of Nash from
Copyright.
Crash Team Racing running around.
Yeah.
The loop of baby shark and raining tacos, I haven't heard that one, is a temporary fix to keep homeless people off the patio. They said they're going to enforce trespassing laws more easily once they get hours for their facility. Weird, but Elea Champion, I think that's how that's spelled, tells the Post it's wrong to chase people away with music. He says he'll still sleep there, but it's on and on the same songs.
You know, we
could have at least done like Aerosmith or something, guys.
I sense that a really successful like GoFundMe campaign would be somebody in this town being like starting a campaign to get money to give like earbuds to the homeless people there.
Oh, give them noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
Are those Winchester headphones for like gun? For like gun range.
Yep. You could definitely raise probably a couple $1,000 and just start handing out like,
here you go, bitch. Take them.
We're fighting fire with fire.
You'd have to give them a pillow too, because then when you're laying on the side of your head with that fucking headphone, that hard plastic headphone.
I came up with an idea a long time ago because I used to wear headphones to bed all the time about a pillow with like a hole in the middle.
Oh yeah, I think they make those now.
Where your ear could, but then I found out that I'm not the first one to come up with that idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I thought of the idea because I used to have a pillow that had a speaker in it. I think it was at like Kohl's or something. My mom got it for me when I was like 12, and it has a speaker right in the middle, like headphone size speaker. And I was like, why doesn't this have like a headphone thing stuck to it so that the other ear is taken care of too? Because it's really weird to listen to music where you're trying to fall asleep with one fucking ear.
Yeah,
like music in one ear just doesn't work. It's not the same.
It's distracting.
Yeah.
What they do have now is like a headband that has little Bluetooth speakers in the sides.
Yeah.
So you just wear the headband around your head, and it just goes over your ears instead of like going inside your ears. Now I just use a speaker on my phone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's just like
they became pretty.
I've conceded.
Yeah. They became pretty nice pretty quick.
Right.
The speaker.
I mean, I have a Bluetooth speaker at home. It's like beefy though. I got it for bass.
Yeah, the bass response is despicable on cell phone speakers. Get with it, fucking cell phone companies. We want that bass. I know it's a tiny speaker, but fucking figure it out.
Make the magic happen. Magnets or something. Come on.
Yeah, magnets, fractals, something.
I fucking hate Kentucky, man.
Yeah, Florida sucks too, apparently.
I was born there.
So you were born in Florida?
Yeah.
I was born in Kentucky. Goddamn.
The only place that's worse than both put together? New Jersey. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So,
Speaking of states.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with Wendy and John. So Berkeley is banishing gender-specific words. This is making the rounds on all of the kind of conservative, what have yous, the Facebook groups and the whatever, wherever they congregate.
Subreddits.
Yeah, wherever they congregate.
The Donalds.
Yeah.
The 4chans.
Yes, exactly. Berkeley banishes gender-specific words, which is being changed to say California in a lot of headlines. Just to kind of make it seem like it's a bigger deal than it really is. Of course fucking Berkeley did this. Like, this is not surprising. But some of the words they're going to change are like, they're going to change manpower to, what was it? Human effort, I think. And then,
says workforce and maintenance hole.
Maintenance hole. Ugh. And manhole to maintenance hole. The city council on Tuesday unanimously passed the measure to replace more than 24 commonly used terms. There will be no more craftsmen in city code, only craftspeople or artisans. Berkeley has a long history of leading on politically and socially liberal issues, very true. The sponsor of the ordinance is Councilman Rigel?
That's a great question.
Rigel?
Wriggle?
Well, I'm going to guess Rigel because Nigel's spelled like that.
Right.
So Rigel Robinson, a 23-year-old recent graduate of the University of California,
Sounds
Berkeley.
like a shitty comic book character.
He says his time in college expanded his awareness of gender issues. And it usually does, but the thing about it is the thing that a liberal arts education is best for is just simply making you think about things you wouldn't have otherwise. Not every single tiny little point that is made in a super liberal textbook is going to be totally on point. Not everything they're saying really applies to the average life of an American. But I like on the face of it, like, I'm cool with this, but I just feel like it's pretty far. I feel like we have a lot of other problems to worry about, but maybe not in Berkeley, because I bet it's fucking beautiful there. So this is a big problem there because everything else is so cushy. But like, how fucking privileged are you that you're worrying about fucking words and city codes? Like, I agree with changing the words, but like, it tears me up because I'm like, why are you making a big deal out of this? But at the same time, I kind of agree with the principle.
But what their actual big problem is alluding back to our last story, is they have a huge homeless problem in California.
Oh yeah, they do. Is that a Berkeley problem?
Berkeley and San Francisco are really close together, so I imagine it's pretty similar. But like, so they have time to spend on things that I'm going to go ahead and say are really inconsequential. I've never heard a woman or a person complain about the fact that, manpower or manhole, like something like you were talking about the George Carlin thing, like congressmen. That makes sense because there can be female Congress people, but like objects or actions being renamed is just, come the fuck on. Why don't you take care of the people that are sleeping in your streets and shitting all over the fucking sidewalk instead of worrying about all this bullshit like manpower?
Yeah, that was a named to be the to refer to like horsepower, right? It was the manpower rather than, I would guess.
No,
I don't know.
That's abuse of animals. We can't call it horsepower anymore. We have to call it effort.
We have to call it equine effort. No, that I don't know. Like I said, I agree with the principle, but I think there are a lot bigger fish to fry. And this is just such a small thing. I feel like this would eventually get phased out anyway. I feel like eventually people would just decide, like, along the way, like, okay, we're gonna, it's not just men doing this work anymore. Used to be when this name was come up with. But even then, I don't think the term manhole refers to just men. I think it's or like mankind or whatever. Like it doesn't necessarily just mean
it's shorthand
men.
for human.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. This is a weird one. It's so finicky, which you would expect out of Berkeley. I mean, that's kind of their thing, right?
We need words to describe things, and when you change them, it's fucking stupid and confusing. Like if someone were to say that we can't use the word horsepower anymore, like how else are the fuck you gonna describe how much work something can do? Are you gonna talk about foot-pounds of torque?
Yeah.
What the fuck's a foot-pound look like? Those are two different things. That's like talking about a hat shoe. What the fuck's a hat shoe look like? I don't fucking know. So we just call it clothing.
Yeah.
You know, horsepower, manpower. Those are okay. Let it go.
Yeah, George Carlin had a great bit about this where he's like, chairman should be changed to chairperson. He says something about agreeing with most feminine logic or feminist logic that it does make sense to like change the terms of people because they can be women. So that should be, but manhole is not referring to the fact that only men go down in it. That is not what that means. It's like man door. You hear that in factory lingo, which means humans. It doesn't necessarily mean man.
It's just
so it's just go to the origin of the word before you get mad about it, or before you decide to change it, because it may just be innocuous. And I believe many of these words are. Chairman, not quite as innocuous because that's describing a person, but I don't know. This is such a finicky topic in general. It's just kind of like
stupid.
It's just like, man, surely you have other issues that are more pressing and actually affecting people's health and well-being.
Like homeless people shitting in the street.
Right.
Worry about that, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, Rigel.
Rigel. What a name. What a name.
Rigel, maybe? Rigel. I feel like I've heard that name.
Maybe he's... No, but Robinson? That's not...
Yeah, that's true.
That's not Spanish.
Yeah.
Or, they don't allow those types in Berkeley. Only the highfalutin fucking white people that are like, ooh, we're so progressive. Only 99% of the people that live here are white and rich.
Yeah.
And retarded-ish.
Oh, my God. Right at the bottom. Robinson says critics suggested the council spend time on more important matters.
And so do we.
Pretty much, dude.
What a joke.
Like I mean, I don't hate this, but I don't at the same time I'm like, surely you have more important shit to worry about. Like surely you didn't have to spend all this time drafting fucking what words would change. Like, come on, man. How many council meetings did you guys spend just throwing words out there that you'd like to change? Like, come on, man.
The one positive I think we can glean from this is this shit's only happening in Berkeley, California.
Yeah, right.
Like, that is the only place that shit like this continues to happen. I hear people talk all the time about how liberal colleges are just a fucking hellhole of just people protesting and fucking bike locks and Antifa and all this shit. It's literally just Berkeley, California.
Right, yeah.
All that shit is only happening in Berkeley and Portland.
Right. I was about to say that.
The Mecca.
Just happened, yeah.
It's like the Mississippi of liberals. Like flippity floppity. Mississippi is
Berkeley
like
burning
crosses and fucking get out here, boy.
Yeah.
That type of shit, but the opposite.
It's the antithesis of Mississippi's.
You know what? Henderson,
problems.
You're back in. Berkeley, you're fucking out.
Yeah. If you could somehow transplant the people from Henderson to Berkeley, California, and then the Berkeley people to Henderson.
Ooh. Reality show? Hit us
How dope
up.
would that be?
Hit us up,
Trading
Netflix.
cities? Trading cities?
We have to move all the citizens. That would be a nightmare.
They'd be so mad. We're doing this for a TV show?
We have to fly the Henderson people first class on airplanes, but all of the Berkeley people have to come on Greyhound buses.
And they'll all get there about the same time because the Berkeley people are used to being in airports probably more so than the Henderson people.
Right.
The Henderson people, it'll take them they'll have 3 canceled flights before they actually make one.
But like the whoever's the film crew or whatever gives all the people like a per diem or whatever, and all the Henderson people spend it in the gift shops on like fucking Knickknacks and neck pillows.
At the airport in California.
Yeah.
As soon as they arrive, they spend all their money.
Luana, come on over here. Take a picture of me over here next to this billboard. California. Bunch of queers.
Look.
Man, that's a great idea. Don't
Look,
steal
they got
that
a
idea.
ranch billboard right here. There's Sam Elliott on it. Give me a picture.
Oh, my God.
His mustache big as my head.
We could definitely do a sketch about that.
For sure.
That'd be great. Anyway.
Henderson and Berkeley. Trading cities.
Trading cities.
That's what we got out of this episode.
Fantastic. Fuck you, New Jersey. End
Put it in your manhole.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Recap Report. And if you do feel so inclined, please give this video a like, comment, give us suggestions, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.